is this? Tabletop Island, huh? Let's see what this is all about.
You're the leader of an army of goblins! You're in the midst of storming a castle full of riches! Catapult your soldiers! Use precision! Collect as many gold coins as possible, or even better, get diamonds! Gold will allow you to improve your army by adding new recruits! Or even better, you can add new levels to your totem! But we don't want to do that! We want to catapult, catapult, catapult! And prove our superiority and claim victorious!
Welcome to Tabletop Island. I'm Bernardo, your host, and today we're going to be taking a look at the board game Flyin Goblins by IELLO. This is a new game that came out. Oh man, let's dive right into this. So first, taking a look at the component quality. When you open up the box itself is this really nice 3D kind of separator, which we all hope in every game to have such quality dividers, but it actually is utilized in the game itself. Man, it's just the organization is so satisfying, but that's a me thing. Really high quality cardboard, very sturdy, and again, you can keep it built into the box, which is super important. I don't find a lot of games that utilize the box itself and to have this much dividers and stuff like that to all be compact well enough to be able to reclose the box. That may be important to a lot of you guys, so I feel like it's important to point it out. Now, the diamonds and stuff like that are really nice. You have these catapults, really solid meeples. The component quality of IELLO is always top notch, so I'm never worried about that when I ever purchase any of their games, and they make fantastic games. So let's talk a little bit about the gameplay. Once you have everything set up, certain areas have coins, jewels, and just different abilities. Understanding the abilities, I definitely recommend checking out the rulebook. You may even be able to find a copy online at BoardGameGeek.com. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check that out too, just so you know what everything does. Once you have everything set up with the jewels and coins in the proper locations, you then place the castle in the middle with the balcony, then the king on top. Now here's a few different points here. So one, you can go into an area that has a jewel, that counts as 1 point. If you end up knocking down the king in the center of the castle though, or getting inside of the castle, you get one of the larger gems, which is 5 points. And then there's coins in here worth 1 and 2 points depending where you land. So each turn you're taking your goblins and constantly all at the same time using the catapult to launch them into the box. Now here's what happens when you're done launching your maximum amount of goblins, which you start off with 2, then you say I'm done. Once the last player is left still trying to flick their goblin and every other player says that I'm done, then the kind of round itself ends. So if they didn't knock in all of their goblins, or the other player forgot to say I'm done, then they have to stop. So if they only get 1 goblin in, they only get 1 resource. So you want to be quick. Now here's where things get really exciting. With certain amount of coins, you can actually purchase different things. One being a totem, which is one of the win conditions. If you end up collecting all 4 pieces of the totem and leave it on one of the castle walls there, if it ends there in a round, you've met 1 winning condition, you win the game. The other options too depend on the number of players. If you're playing with 2 players, it's 20 diamonds to win. If you're playing with 3 or 4 players, it's 25 diamonds to win. Which sounds like it would take a very long time to get there, but I'll be honest with you, I had my friend when we played, he actually won in 1 turn. He only had maybe about 10 points. He was able to get 15 points in 1 turn because he kept launching it in the middle and had the balcony tile, because if you knock the king in, you get the balcony tile, which kind of doubles the points there, which it just gets out of hand. If you want to understand the point system, I definitely again recommend checking out the instructions. But again, the other thing that you can buy with your coins is kind of different men to kind of launch into the board itself. Now you can get your regular goblin soldiers, much like you have. You could even get a goblin captain, which he's super fun because if you launch him into one of the spaces, he counts as 2 soldier goblins, so it basically repeats the effect again. Then you get cool goblin robbers. Those guys end up kind of sitting onto the rooms itself, kind of the roofs of the rooms that you place out the wall tiles, and if they remain there, you get 1 diamond each turn that goes by with him still staying there. So you probably want to use your goblin to knock him in because you don't want them to get that diamond. This game has so many fun elements. It really emphasizes on both dexterity and strategy. You can really think in certain things can allow you to rotate the board to really focus on what you want to get and set your opponent to get based on how they start flicking their goblins. And if you can be really quick at launching yours in and being done, then you can actually make someone who's a lot slower at the game end up getting less goblins in, especially when you start to buy more and have a larger army. I know it sounds like something that you can do really easily, but it's pretty hard. It sounds very surprising, you just flicking the catapult, but sometimes you can launch it too far, and if you do that, then you don't get that one back. If it lands on the other side next to an opponent, they get to keep it to the side. If it kind of lands into a reaching area for yourself, then you can get it back and keep attempting to launch it. But it can get really frustrating, and when you're kind of feeling like you're pressed on time and notice other people are flicking theirs a lot better than you and a lot faster, it makes you want to pick up speed too, which can make your decisions reckless. And again, while you do have complete control over the amount of pressure and stuff like that, the time constraint can really make it hard to strategize on the boxes, so you really have to consider what's more important to you. I've yet to see anyone build a totem with the few times that I did get to play this game, but getting to the diamond point count is super fun. I am a huge fan of this game. I do love dexterity games, and so does my board game group, but this one really adds a nice strategic element and just a little bit more oomph to that fun flicking stuff that we enjoy so much. Now, this price point was very cheap. I'll leave a link in the description for your Amazon Prime needs. I definitely recommend checking it out if this sounds like the kind of game for you. It's easy to teach, fun for the whole family, and honestly, it takes about 30 minutes to play. It may take a little bit of time to learn and remember some of the rooms, but once you got the good gist of it, it is a fantastic game and an awesome addition to your collection. But honestly, that's all I have for you guys today. If you are interested in notifications, there is a bell up there somewhere. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I do appreciate any feedback. I'm trying to make these videos more and more outrageous, and with your guys' help, I have been doing so. Monday, regular board game reviews. Wednesday, weekly update / talks, and then on Fridays, my vintage board game reviews. That is all I have for you guys today. I'll see you guys next time.